Don't you just love that ending? That's absolutely perfect. It's simple, but it's effective. That's George Harrison's guitar playing in a nutshell. Today we're going to do the famous guitar solo from Let It Be. And interestingly enough, there are two guitar solos. There's one on the single version, which is quite different. It starts off like... And the album version, which we're going to do today, is a little bit more different. You can tell that clearly that it's overdubbed. He really put some effort into this one. Notice the way he starts off with this double stop. You can play it regularly. But whenever you play something like this, you want to play it with an accent, that hammer on. You need to play and start right from the first note with lots of confidence. Normally on the long notes, you would want to do vibrato, right? Play it like this. That's how most guitarists would play it. It's very tempting to play a long note with lots of vibrato. But George plays it like this. Only a tiny, slight vibrato on the last long note. The other long notes, no vibrato, not at all. He's only going to play vibrato later on in the guitar solo when it's important. And because he doesn't use it all the time, when he does, suddenly it's an event. And this is already half of the entire solo. You can tell he's just playing the scale. So simple. There are two double stops here. First of all, this one. Make sure to use the correct fingers, starting with the ring finger onto the middle finger. Then, this sort of a country bend. Oh, that's real country. Make sure those two strings sound together. You don't even need to intonate perfectly here. It doesn't need to be perfect, because if it's perfect, there's no country feel, so it can be slightly off. Next up. What I like about this guitar solo is, even though it's simple and relatively short guitar solo, he does have a build-up. He starts off by playing in a low register, simple notes. Playing the scale, nothing else. But the second time around, he starts to play a little bit more. There's a bit of repetition, and he starts to play in a higher register. Yeah, and even higher. That works. And here he does start to use lots of vibrato, only where he thinks it's important. And this note here, you can tell that's one note that really needs to sing. To really give that one lots of vibrato. It's probably my favorite note of the entire solo. When you listen to the record, though, there's a small quote-unquote mistake. There's a slight extra string he plays. Which I love about the 60s, you know. Nowadays, you would just do another take and do it over and over again until it's perfect. But in those days, they didn't care. We don't care, as long as the feel is there. Simple and effective. George Harrison. Beautiful. Let's play the whole solo together. You can find the tabs, as always, on my Patreon site. Grab your guitar. Here we go.